Welcome back. So I have a few random purchases. We have one, I think, pretty nice lot to start, and some few odds and ends. And to be fair, only one of these is part of the overall PC. So again, it is going to be quite the mixed bag. But starting off, I found a very, very inexpensive lot on eBay for a bunch of 1970 Topps posters. And when I saw the price of this lot, I basically looked at it and figured it was pretty much priced at one of the star posters with everything for free, everything else for free. And there's a number of stars in here. Some of these are in pretty good shape, some of them could be better. But overall, I think it was an excellent deal, and I'm hoping to help other people's PCs and distributing some of these, either through sale or just giving them away. So let's start off with this large lot. Again, we have all of these to go through. We have Don Mincher. We actually have two of these, so double Don. And both of those are in pretty good shape. Then we have Joe Horlin, which is kind of ripped right along the seam up top. Just going to happen. These were folded and put into packs, so the fact that some of these have even held on with such thin kind of newspaper stock is quite surprising, really. Then we have Ed Kirkpatrick for the Royals. Rick Wise was a good pitcher and was incredibly valuable to the Phillies, not necessarily for what he did on the mound, although again, he was a very good pitcher, but for the fact that we traded Rick Wise to St. Louis to get Steve Carlton. So now you have some tape marks top and bottom on this one. You have Andy Messersmith for the Angels. Tommy Agee for the New York Mets. Willie Davis for the Dodgers. Larry Dierker, who was a decent pitcher during his day, but more famously known as a pitching coach and manager later on in life. Big Frank Howard, man with a lot of power, but he was a good player. Kind of the Hall of Very Good, if you will. Denny McLain, last 30-game winner. Famous Tiger teams of the 60s. Bert Campaneris, shortstop for the Oakland A's. Now we're going to get into some Hall of Fame players. Starting off, we have Ron Santo, third base for the Cubs. This one's actually in very solid condition. The Frank Robinson, not so much. Here's some staining, some tears, but overall presentable. Rod Carew, Minnesota Twins second baseman. Only a couple more. With Johnny Bench, which is well loved. A little bit of paper loss here, tearing up here, some tape marks. A great early bench item. And shout out to Lou Rock TV and John Mangini and all the other Clemente collectors. We have Roberto Clemente, obviously outfielder for the Pittsburgh Pirates. So this was the total lot. Again, I looked at it and said, and figured I was basically paying for this one and getting everything else for free, including shipping. So I was very happy with that purchase. And now, since there's really no, with McLean being the one possible exception, there's not really much PC material, so it's really just a flip for me. Not going to look to make a fortune, obviously, because some of the stars are not in the best shape, but I thought it was a fun lot to pick up, and I enjoy helping people with their collections. So, all right, so now we're going to get into some smaller items. So I've been watching a little bit, and this is just a kind of on a whim type of thing. A lot of the early MMA stuff, and two of the biggest names and most dominant fighters were Dan Severn and Don Fry, wrestler and a striker. And these guys actually have a, if I remember the name correctly, Toxic Masculinity podcast, also a YouTube channel. So back in the 90s, these guys were just absolute beasts. And I don't know, I thought it was just kind of fun. They're very inexpensive autos, so it's not like I'm, really splurging. They were inexpensive. I put a couple offers in, and what the heck. Again, on a whim. And then the last item that I have is an Eli Wallach signed index card, slabbed by SGC back in the day. But actor, was in a lot of stuff, was active into his 90s, was also in World War II, and parents emigrated from Poland, I believe, some Jewish immigrants from Poland into New York. So he goes into the overall Jewish PC, I guess the entertainment portion of it. So again, not a huge mail day, but some really kind of interesting variety of items. A nice lot that I'll look to move. A couple of random mixed martial artist autographs, and a Jew from Hollywood I'm going to add to the collection. So that's what I got for you this time around. And until next time, please remember to collect what you enjoy what you collect, and don't let anybody, especially the market or a YouTuber, dictate that to you. And most importantly, have fun. And have fun by being active in this community. So find your way of participating, whether it's making videos, watching and commenting, going to live streams, group chats, going to your LCS or local card show, or simply talking about the hobby with family and friends. The more you put into it, the more you'll get out of it. The more you'll learn, the more your PC will grow, the more people you'll meet, and the more fantastic friendships you'll form. So I thank you very much for joining me. Hope to see you again. Have a good one, and bye for now.